are kicking things off in the kitchen as we continue our celebration of Beer Week. Joining us with a treat sure to please any beer lover, we welcome back professional caterer Alison Tucker.
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What a fun recipe we have today.
I'm so excited about this.
I love this.
Because beer, Guinness Stout specifically,
Yes.
has a lot of different tones, it has chocolate flavors,
Sure.
It has some molasses flavors, it has a lot of things that it on its own is a really beautiful tasting
Sure.
beer, rich tasting. And when you mix it with other things for baking, it sort of brings everything up.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a secret ingredient
I
that's
love
going to
that.
make everything a little more vibrant.
Makes a lot of sense.
So I have 3/4 of a cup of Guinness Stout.
Okay.
And it is coming to a boil.
Beautiful.
Okay. Into this, I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay.
Okay. And that's going to foam up.
Ooh.
You see that?
We're
And
having
that's
fun
sorta-
already.
We're having fun already. And then to this, I'm going to add 2/3 of a cup of molasses.
Yum.
Okay. And then 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
And 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar.
Okay.
So this is just getting the sweetness and the stout all kind of come together. We don't want to add this into the rest of the mixture while it's piping hot
Okay.
because it'll cook the egg.
True.
So I'm just mixing this together and then taking it off the heat while we move to our
Alrighty.
dry ingredients. So this is 1 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour.
Easy.
2 tablespoons of ground ginger.
Ooh.
These ginger cakes get 2 kinds of ginger.
Okay.
So they get dried ginger and fresh ginger.
Ooh, lovely.
This is a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder.
Okay.
1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Yum.
1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay.
And 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper.
Oh.
Okay, so now we've got all of these interesting,
Very
savory
interesting.
ingredients bringing up that flavor.
This is a sugar and spice situation.
It's a sugar and spice
Okay.
situation. So these are our dry ingredients. I'm going to let you whisk
Okay.
together the wet ingredients, which are 2 eggs.
Okay.
And 1/3 cup of vegetable oil.
Okay.
And a tablespoon of fresh ginger.
Okay, that's going in there too?
That's going in
Okay.
there too. And you just whisk that all up.
Okay. Yum. I love the
Yeah.
double ginger.
Yeah, double
Why not?
ginger is incredible.
That makes a lot of sense with
You
kind of
get-
some of the deeper flavors we have going on here too.
Exactly. But also there's a little fresh ginger texture
Oh, sure.
that's added
That
to these mini
really
cakes.
nice. Okay.
So now into that, I'm gonna add this mixture of the stout and the sugars and the molasses.
Okay.
Okay. And you can whisk
Alrighty.
those together.
Ho, 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 ho. That's just ooey gooey goodness
It's
right there.
It's like
so much good
so
stuff.
much flavor.
Okay.
And then that's gonna go in there.
Okay. This is
And
easy.
It is.
We're
It's
rocking
a
and
lot
rolling.
of little ingredients, but once you, it's just basically mix them all together and
Sure.
have a great time.
Okay. One more mix.
One more mix.
Okay.
And then we'll put them into this. These are minis, right?
So
these
cute.
are, you can make these bigger cupcakes. You can even make this as a solid cake. As one
Oh
big
man,
cake.
that would be fun.
But as we were just saying, a lot of the food that I cook is mini because people just love that bite-sized
Totally.
moment.
And then you can have more than one.
And then you can have 20 and feel like you're on a
That's
diet.
the problem.
Oh. Whoops.
Okay, how's this looking?
That looks
Look
fantastic.
how great that color is.
Isn't it beautiful,
All right.
rich? So now I have mini cupcakes. I have preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I go in with a cookie scoop. It's basically a scoop, a cookie. A scoop of
so cute and tiny.
cupcake.
Okay.
And then they bake for about 15 to 17 minutes. You'll see that
Quick, right?
they are done pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then I made a Guinness Stout whipped cream.
Whoa.
I know, right? It's a little off the hook.
This is serious.
And the thing about it is that it's because the addition of the Guinness makes it a little, it doesn't set up
Sure.
quite
I'm going to dive in while you're telling me about it.
So this is a cup of cup of whipping cream, a quarter cup of confectioner sugar, and a tablespoon of Guinness Stout. And it has a little bit of Guinness.
Yes.
Just a tiny little bit.
Just a hint.
And just enough to sort of go like, that's a really special whipped cream.
It's really nice.
A little different.
It's perfect with the cake, too.
I
a little
agree.
bit sweet, a little bit savory, a little bit of everything happening there. Look at you
agree.
getting all this going for us.
Woo!
Thank you for celebrating Beer Week with us.
Absolutely.
In such a cute and delicious way. Okay, we will have this recipe and more about Alison on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.